What's up, everyone, and welcome back to PokéGuys Pulling on a Budget.
Welcome back!
Today, we are going to go over and talk about some of the most expensive cards in Pokemon TCG history, and all that good stuff. And you'll be surprised what made it on the list, and you'll be surprised what didn't make it on the list today.
Surprise!
Obviously, one of the most expensive English cards that has ever been sold is the PSA 10 Shadowless First edition base set Charizard. Vaulted says that it was sold for $420,000.
What did he say?
Which is a lot. I want to get into this list with you guys. And while we do that, we got a Costco bundle. Today, I'm going to split it up and we're going to open up the ETB. So I'm going to get that opened up. And while I do that, go ahead and drop what you're doing. Subscribe to the channel, like this video down below, and comment what your favorite Pokeball is, because I want to give away this Houndstone EX box that we've had forever once we reach 250 subs. And like I said, if we do it before the end of September, then I will throw in that mystery slab to the winner as well, and we will ship it anywhere in the world. So go ahead and do that while I open this ETB.
Just do it!
Let's get the budget up on the screen. And then for the Costco bundle, I ended up spending $60 total. So we'll take half of that. So $30 off of it for the ETB side of it. And then next week, we'll open up that booster bundle and see what we can get out of that. Let's get into what cards we're going to look at today. Surging Sparks ETB. I think it's been a while since we opened an ETB on the channel. But you guys know kind of what comes in them at this point. If you don't, then this is going to be a quick little introduction to ETBs for you. So each ETB comes with a player's guide, which talks about the cards, has a way to check off the cards, and has a lot of cool artwork in it. And then we open up the lid of it, get this insert out, and every ETB comes with some extras. You got your condition markers for poison and fire. You got your damage dice, counters, all that good stuff. You got dividers that also have a promo, beautiful Magneton promo in the Surging Sparks ETB. In that, you always get your brick of energy cards. You get your sleeves, which are themed to the ETB that you get. But what we're mostly interested in are the 9 Surging Sparks packs that come in this ETB. And that's what we're going to open up today. And we are going to see if we can get any of these hits up here.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Super excited to get into these. I like mixing them up for some reason. Just to see if that helps at all. But we'll get into these. Before I get into that, we're going to talk about the first card that made it on our list. And card number 8 comes in as Lugia. I'm going to put it up here, wherever my finger ends up. Lugia from Neo Genesis, and it is the first edition Lugia from that set. Right now, the market price on that card is about $1,650.
Wow.
So starting off the list, pretty high up there as far as that's concerned. But the card itself is gorgeous. If you've been a TCG fan for a long time, which I have the card pulled up right here. If you've been a TCG fan for a long time, then you'll know that this is a pretty sought after card. You got Lugia right there, right in the middle, the holo going on. If you look right here, kind of, I don't know how I'm going to do it because the card's going to be blocking my finger, but a lot of these holos back in the day had what's called a holo swirl. Maybe I'll just throw a circle up there real fast. Holo swirl on them, which was highly sought after. Not all the holos had it on there. But yeah, so this card is absolutely gorgeous. $1,650 will get this card in your binder. Out of our budget, that's for sure. But I wish I had it. So yeah, let's get into this first pack of Surging Sparks. All right, we're going to start off with Fire Energy, Trapinch, Rellor, skipped one, Celio, Babapus, Annihilate, Jasmine's Gaze, Xerneas. I'm all over the place here because I'm trying to block the packs in the background so it focuses. Maridon, Technical Machine, and Togekiss.
Disappointing.
So nothing out of that first pack, but that's okay. We will get into the next card, which is this Umbreon right here. This is the Umbreon from also Neo Destiny, first edition, of course. The market price on this Umbreon right now is a whopping $1,800. So increase of $150 from the 8th one. So 7th one is $1,800. The holo on this is just amazing. I mean, I know you guys might see it a little bit later, but I know the most popular Umbreon outside of Prismatic Evolutions is from Evolving Skies. But I would say this is, and hem me up in the comments if you want to, but this is the original Moonbreon, right? I mean, it's got the moon bright right there. Umbreon's kind of a shadowy figure in the card. And I think it's a beautiful card. But also one that we might not ever have in our collection because $1,800 is out of our budget. So let's get into another pack of Surging Sparks and see if we can pull enough to fund maybe getting some of these cards one day. Alright, Steel Energy, Charcadet, Alolan Diglett, Spheal, Capsakid, Terra Orb, Flapple, Alolan Dugtrio, Tapu Koko, Graplocked, and a Palkia holofoil. So nothing out of that second pack.
This doesn't look good.
But that's okay. Let's move on to number 6. So I think in the last one I said number 2 in our list, but it is number 7. Number 6 is going to be this Vaporeon Star from Power Keepers, another older set. And this one comes in at a whopping market price of $2,000. So another $200 increase from this last one that we went over. $2,000 for Vaporeon Star. You can see here Vaporeon is front and center. You got the watermarks all around it. It's crazy because I don't remember back in these days the art kind of bleeding into the borders, but you can see the water droplets bleeding into the borders on this one. So that's kind of cool. But the Vaporeon Star from Power Keepers, another beautiful card, obviously, is you know, if you're going to spend that much on a card, it better be good looking. But yeah, so Vaporeon, I don't remember Vaporeon being purple. I'm going to put up a picture of your normal Vaporeon going on too. So that's also a weird aspect of it, that Vaporeon might be a different color. Let me look real fast. Yeah, so with Vaporeon being blue, it's weird. I mean, maybe that's why it's worth so much, is because Vaporeon's a different color. But that's neither here nor there. $2,000 card. Maybe one day we'll add it to our collection, but highly unlikely. So let's get into this pack of Surging Sparks and see if we can get something good. In order to afford any of the cards on this list, I'd have to pull every single hit from Surging Sparks multiple times. So I'm going to say probably not. Water Energy. Another Alolan Diglett. Spheal. Capsakid again. Larvesta. Xerneas again. Asmion. Lively Stadium. Reverse Hollow Indeedee. Reverse Hollow Gastrodon. And a Dialga. So we pulled a Palkia and a Dialga, which... Oh, Togekiss from the first one.
It's caca.
So nothing out of that third pack either. But that's okay, because we're going to get right on to the next card on the list. So the next card on the list is a Pikachu Star from... right there. From Holland Phantoms.
It's Pikachu!
Now this is another older set. Not really modern era. But Holland Phantoms Pikachu Star. Pikachu standing there with his arms crossed, looking like he means business. Another beautiful card. You got the kind of electric shock around Pikachu. I don't really have too much to say about this card other than the fact that it inches out a little bit more than the Vaporeon. So Vaporeon was at $2,000. This one comes in at $2,070 market price. So inches it out a little bit. The most recent sale on it was $2,800, so it inches it out by a lot more than that. But $2,070 according to TCG's market price. If you look at the listings that are on there, not a single one of them are listed for that. You got the PSA 8 is listed for $14,000, and a PSA 10 is listed for $60,000. And then someone decided to throw up a moderately played for $7,000, hoping that maybe they can make a lot of money off of it. But yeah, so Pikachu Star. We are also looking. Oh, hey, look at that! I did not plan that, I promise. But we are also looking for a Pikachu in this set. That's probably not going to be ever up there in the $2,000 range. I think the last report of it was like $300. So, you know, 10% of it, if we can pull 10 of them, then we can replace 10 Pikachus with one Pikachu, and I would probably not do that. That's okay. Let's see what we get out of this pack. Steel Energy. Charcadet. Another Diglett. Another Spheal. Another Capsakid. Gravity Mountain. Executor, Miraidon, Reverse Hollow Eevee, Reverse Hollow Terra Orb, and this ETB hates me today, but that's okay. Hopefully I need some of these for my Surging Sparks Master Set. But let's get into card number 4 on the list, because we're counting backwards. Card number 4 on the list. This is a card that a lot of people know. I'm going to suspense it up a little bit before I put it on there. Its market price right now is $2,200. It is a secret rare. It is from Evolving Skies, and it is the infamous Moonbreon. So I think a lot of people that are into Pokemon TCG and a lot of people that are watching this video know about this card already. Maybe you've seen one. I've never seen one in person. I've seen it on videos. I've seen it on pictures. I have never had a chance to see one in person. But it comes out of Evolving Skies, a more modern set from Sword and Shield era. And I mean, it speaks for itself. Like I said, it's... Even damaged is going for $1,000. Moderately played is going for about $1,500, and then your near mint hollow foils are going for $2,200.
Wow.
So I don't know what else to say about this card, because a lot of people should know about it, but it is what has been called the Moonbreon. You got the moon shining up there at the top by the name. Umbreon's sitting on top of a tower, trying to reach the moon. Like I said, I'm going to put them side by side. The Neo Genesis Moonbreon, or Neo Discovery Moonbreon, and this Moonbreon are very similar except, different artworks and all that good stuff. Neo Discovery, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, Neo Discovery was the original Moonbreon. You got this one, and then we have the one from Prismatic that just dropped in price again. Actually, I think it's closer to $800 now, but it was up there in the $2,000 range for a while. But yeah, so Umbreon's a pretty popular Pokemon. $2,200 will get this in your folder. But yeah, so unless I pull one out of an Evolving Skies pack, which those packs are still $30-$40 depending on where you go. I don't think we're going to get that in our folder either. But let's try and get some of these Surging Sparks cards in our folder and see what we get out of this pack. Fire Energy, Larvesta, Delmise, Satitan, Shroodle, Tyranno, Meowstick, Pasho Berry, Helioptile, Donphan. Oh, and a Melodic EX. So our first Surging Sparks hit is a Melodic EX, and maybe we're starting to turn this thing around halfway through. Who knows?
Not bad, not bad.
But let's get into the next card. So card number 3 on the list, I'm going to put it right here, is a Torchic Star from way back in the Team Rocket Returns era. This card, this lovely little Torchic, which happens to be a starter Pokemon, comes in at a whopping $2,500, so $300 increase from Moonbreon if you're interested in going and getting this. The only ones listed on TCGPlayer are actually $50,000 and a PSA 8 for $17,500. So don't shop on TCGPlayer for this card unless you want to spend a ton of cash on some graded versions of it. But Team Rocket Returns Torchic, again, cute little card. Torchic's just kind of sitting there, winking at you. Yeah, so let's get into this other pack. $2,500. We'll get that in your collection. Unless you want a graded version of it, then you're going to have to fork out a small house mortgage, like a casita mortgage, if you want that in there. Water Energy, Scatterbug, Wattrel, Simisear, keep skipping one, Esper, Pavilion, a regular Indeedee, Terra Orb, A-Spec, Energy Search Pro, Counter Gain, and Eternatus.
Nice.
So 2 hits down. So let's get into card number 2 on the list, which again, a lot of you might be familiar with. You've seen it floating around. Maybe you have one. That would be awesome if you did. But card number 2 on the list is the Latias and Latios GX Team Up from Sun and Moon Team Up. So this comes in at a whopping $2,600 according to TCG. Damaged ones are going for about $900. It goes all the way up to $2,900. Someone has the top listing at $2,900. Doesn't look like there's any graded ones on TCGPlayer. But Latias and Latios, they form that little heart right there in the center. Definitely one of the best team up cards out there. Very sought after. Right up there with like Gengar and Mimikyu and all that good stuff. So yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself. $2,600, I think is what we said. Yeah, $2,600. We'll get this card in your folder. Or you can try and get some team up packs, which team up packs are up there. $200 range for a team up pack. So maybe you can get it for $200 instead of $2,600. But how many packs are you going to have to buy in order to get this card? We will get into this pack, which, funnily enough, how does that work out? I swear I didn't plan this. Latias and Latios are on here. It is what it is. All right. Darkness Energy, Togepi, Blitzel, Yamask, Larvesta, Raidon, Dragon Elixir, Goldango, Reverse Hollow Execute, Reverse Hollow Charcadet, and a Sylveon EX. So another hit.
Yes. Yes! Yes!
All right. Last but not least, before we get into these final 2 packs, we are going to talk about a card that you think you know what it is, but I was surprised when I looked it up, and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So the number 1 card listed on TCGPlayer right now for the highest price is this Shining Charizard from Neo Destiny Secret Rare First Edition. It comes in and just demolishes the competition because the market price on this card right now is $6,500.
Are you insane?
That's crazy. So Shining Charizard, again, another card that a lot of people should know. These more expensive cards should be pretty popular if you know about Pokemon TCG. But this one has just a shadowed version of Shining Charizard, and it's just great artwork, classic nostalgic card. Neo Destiny, yeah, I mean, a damaged one's going for 800, moderately played for 13, moderately played for 2,000. Yeah, I mean, someone even has a first edition listed on here for $11,000. Looks like the Unlimited is the one that's going for 6,500. So that's even better. That's even better. First edition is 11,000. We'll put them up side by side. First edition is 11,000. Regular Unlimited is 6,500. And then there's some Unlimited that are listed in between if you're going for near mint. Now, if you're going for moderately played, there is a first edition listed for $6,200. And these are some crazy prices on this card, but it is a nice card. And let's open up these last 2 packs to celebrate getting to the end of this list and looking at these cards. I do want to thank you for joining me on this journey to look at the most expensive cards. I hope that one day we stumble across maybe like a yard sale or something that has a binder that has these cards in it that they only want $20 for the binder. That would be ideal. I also don't think that that would be the right thing to do. But $6,500 for a piece of cardboard. It's a beautiful piece of cardboard. The artwork's amazing on it, but it's outside of our price range. Reverse Hollow Magnemite, Reverse Hollow Iron Crown, and a Hollow Gastrodon.
I think something stinks in here!
So nothing out of that. Let's get some last pack magic. Flick it a little bit because I heard that's a thing now. And Fighting Energy, Drillbur, Waxley, Zangoose, Oricorio, another Cyrano, Meowstick, Ashoberry, Reverse Hollow Iron Bundle, Reverse Hollow Panseer, and nothing out of this one. Tapu Lele. So 3 hits. Not a great ETB. But next week we open up that booster bundle and see if we can make up for it. So all right. So it was a lot of fun opening that ETB and talking to you guys about the top 8 most expensive cards listed on TCG as of this filming. I'm going to put them all right here for you so that way you can take a look at them one more time. Some crazy prices on some shiny pieces of cardboard. I doubt we will see them in real life in my folders anytime soon, if at all. But other than that, the ETB yielded 3 hits today, an A-Spec and 2 double rare EX cards. So not the best ETB, but it's okay. We'll take what we can get. I'm going to sort through this and see what I need for my master set. While I'm doing that, what I need you guys to do is make sure that you are liking these videos, subscribing to the channel, and commenting down below what your favorite expensive card is and what your favorite Pokeball is. Go ahead and tag a friend, tag your mom, tag your brother's pizza boy, just so we can get this Houndstone EX box out before September ends and I can get you guys that mystery slab with it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching PokéGuys Pulling on a Budget, and we'll see you on the next one.